Om Gam Ganapati Om Gam Ganapati Om Ganapati Om Gam Ganapati Ganapati Om Ganapati Om Ganapati Namaste, everyone. We're singing to the Lord of the Ganas. What that means in sort of twilight speech, which is the mystical speech in Sanskrit tantras, that it's the in-between world where the Kundalini wakes up at dawn and at dusk. And Ganesh is the Gana Isha, or the Ganapati, meaning the Lord of the Ganas. And the Ganas are kind of like the forces. So if you got the forces under control, that's good. You can take away the obstacles, clear the path forward, so that when you get in gear, the next step is clear. Thanks to Ganesh, so dear. So if the elephant head throws you off, go into the source of the light that's behind it, right there. Cultural iconography is more than the cultural iconography. I mean, there is this force of Ganesh that shows up in beautiful visions and situations, so it's very mystical. But essentially, Ganesh rules the root chakra, or Mula Dara, which means the support of the root, the Mula, and M-U-L-A, that's not to be confused with the Middle Eastern sheikh, just Mula Dara, right? So, root chakra. Let's just feel that, right? It's ruled by Ganesh. It's kind of like the support of everything. And right now, we call it the stress of economies, strikes, circumstances. That's the kind of thing that throws the first chakra out of sync. And then you have all kinds of issues, from gut issues, leg issues, going forward issues, stuckness issues, adrenal issues. I mean, literally everything in that lower body area is then affected by the fact that the root chakra is not like kachung, right? So let's breathe and drop into that delicious and divine state of meditation, equilibration, observation station. Breathing through the nose, good vibration, clears the situation. Healing for sensory issues and panic attacks. Perfect for what we're doing today. That's all root chakra stuff, right? I know some of you still looking for housing, and like, you know, locally where I am, there's actors and writer strikes going on with, it's like all the infrastructure is also stuck, or the Hollywood infrastructures, and you can feel it, right? So we want to create like a root or booster blast. You know, it's like when a bunch of folks get together and send the love, wonderful things can happen. So we're going to breathe, and it's not so much to try to zap any particular situation, because that has all of its own complexities, but like today we're just like fortifying the root chakra, so wherever you are, like we're all holding down the universe in a more powerful way, which then affects everyone in your family and extended community, and so we breathe and things get better. That's the idea. So we breathe and things get better, right? Like if you're having depressed and collapsing, dying thoughts, there's probably some truth to the fact that in some universe within you, that's happening, right? So we want to like, whoa, negate the free fall, right? Re-exert the forward motion so that we're not collapsing in any universe, right? It's just building, expanding, opening, clearing, relaxing, releasing, restoring, rejuvenating, allowing. Breathing through the nose. Rock solid into the Muladhara chakra. Ah! What did I hit? Oh, well, this wanted my attention. So, root chakra is often governed by the cube. And then, I could say, the sphere. And, well, I don't have my cube here. But the whole thing is the cube. Well, actually, you could say Ganesh is the root. So just tuning into Ganesh. Ring the Ganesh bell. And then take everything that's you don't want, that's an issue, a problem. We're just going to drop it into the black hole. And we'll root. Earth will take it. And then that's connecting to Earth. A little crystal show and tell today. Connecting to beautiful Earth, Earth Mother, the root herself. And then we'll tap into this super clear one. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's merging into the clarity. It's like we're using the super clear as kind of a magic touchstone. And then there's always the shungite, which is really good for power chakra, or third chakra. This is like super blended carbon, which has wondrous magnetic effects. It's really good if you have shungite near your computers. It will absorb toxic radiation, so I highly recommend shungite. And so for the root chakra, it's actually in an inverted triangle of the Devi Shakti. And within that there's a square and the Bindu, and so you could say all the power of the universe. So let's just drop into our root chakra. I'll do a little cleansing with the deep root of root. Just breathing. Oh, welcome. beings, wherever you are. Namaste. Here comes a little root chakra blast from this bamboo didgeridoo. Breath. Letting those reverberations vibrate right down to your root. Using the force there, Luke. Just breathing. Just running gold light through the mix. It's always a good thing to do. Whatever your religion may be, your practice may be, golden light is a beautiful friend. Circulating it. The first chakra is red in color. It's like the fire power. It's often understood as a fire chakra in a lot of ways, although it's rendered as earth in other configurations. So from the Kundalini yoga point of view, it's fire. It's embedded in the earth. So that maybe is the way to resolve that. It's like the molten core, right, is the fire. So we go from red to orange, this relational creativity chakra. I'm going to open up even further, expanding, opening, clearing. Breathing through the nose. So our intention, our vibration, frequency, devotion to this kind of alignment. Breathing. Softening. So let's just take some of these afflictions that people might be feeling, and we'll just, while we're in this more hypnagogic, absorbed, aligned state, it's like we want to just like expand the field, the weakness, clear the weaknesses that cause the charge to build up in certain areas and then cause layers of pain and pressure or issue. So let's say where you have blockage, congestion, inflammation, infection, just like clear that. And for root chakra stuff, we want to reestablish our anchor. So you could imagine with your mind, go all the way down to the center of the earth as if it were a tail. And you just, with your mind tail, you just secure the planet's core in your mind grip. So it's like steady as she goes, Captain. Right? You have the anchor. You just feel that tether. It's like strong. Wherever you are in this moment, feel that. Right? Right there. Into the earth you go. And we'll also bring in, it's like the equinox energies, right? Just wrote down a few things here. So it's the yin time, right? We go from the yang of the summer energy into this more sort of squirrel nutkin phase. I watched a squirrel refurbishing his nest the other day, just biting off little branches and taking them up and patting them down, remaking his bed. So, and it's the time of green man in the Druidic tradition, right? Herbs, cider, wines, where the bright is in transition to the dark, and yet that's the, let's say, call it the good dark, the nesting dark, the cozy dark, right? Like the dusk dark. And just like, it's like hibernation is coming up. We're preparing for nesting. We're letting go. Releasing, relaxing, restoring. Breathing into this now moment. Time of balance and pause. Equinox, right? Equilibration. Gold leaf transition. Feeling that. Being the Jedi that you are, gathering the forces together, the Ganas, as we said, the Ganesh, Lord of the Ganas, Lord of all of your autonomic systems. So your senses are not running you are running your senses. It's like no runaway chariots. Tether those 5 horses. So then the sixth sense, this necessary pressure gauge, can have more support and open up and be able to sense everything that needs to be sensed. Your relatives at a distance, perhaps. What needs to happen next. When the root chakra is strong, the throat chakra is strong. Right? There's a 1 to 5 relationship, 2 to 6, 3 to 7, all around the heart. So as the root chakra is strong, you can express yourself better. Maybe you've heard me say, my guru used to say in India, they would say, first food, then God. Meaning, if you're hungry and your needs aren't met, you're not going to be interested in metaphysical things. So it's like, to meditate properly, right, we want to take care of these root chakra issues. So we're grounded. Have your needs met. Remember in Yogananda's book, The Autobiography of a Yogi, I think his guru says to him, where he gives him all this material stuff, which is sort of puzzling Yogananda a little bit, but he does want the car and he wants all this stuff. I guess his guru later says something like, I give you what you want so that you'll want what I have to give. So to get to the other side, right? Sometimes you have to satisfy these desires. Nothing wrong with them if they're all in balance. So just feeling the balance. It's that desire itself that guides us. Right? It's the passion that leads to the action. The intuitive knowing that this is what you want. So we're listening in. Root chakra strong, all the others stack well. Beautiful alignment. whatever your dis-ease might be, you just want to delete it. It's like if your mind grasps it, if you're leveraging from a stronger place, get a grip on it, you can literally send it to the black hole. Just declare, you don't need this stuff. It's very helpful. Right? It puts your brain back in charge. Even preferably your heart, but brain needs to be clear too, right? So, aligning head, heart, gut. It's like when the first chakra is disturbed, Sandra needs some help there. So if you're here of any place, it's getting a little dire. So for any of us have some dire issue, it's like trust is one of the first chakra issues, right? If we can't trust the universe, it's hard to be stabilized. So let's say trusting the universe because it's smarter than us, I like to say. It created us, so we're just in awe. Breathing. It's like if we're able to get really still, you could say the universe is then able to work with you as agency, right? You're then the agent of the universe rather than the rebel child. Where the universe is like, it's like Googling, right? If we ask in the right way, if we align, if we're still and we're listening, we'll get the guidance. It's like the old ask and you shall receive. It's a digital principle. We breathe. Just clearing out any funk, any microorganisms that shouldn't be there, funky karmas that need to go. Breathing through the nose, refreshing from the inside out. All equilibration. You just feel the rotor-rooting in your blood, spiraling happy blood. That's it. When we ask, it imprints, sets things in motion. Right? And then if your being is a match for your desire, shazamba. And if you're not a match for your desire, well, it takes longer. Because maybe you're just not there to make the match yet with that. But if you're speaking in the present tense, things work better, I find. If you keep talking in the future, it keeps like a beach ball. We keep pushing it away as we swim towards it. Just want to gravitate what we want, right? Have it come to you. Beautiful refresh. Just getting out of the way. Self-distancing, it's called. Opening. Being the flute of the divine. Where time splashes like a wave at your feet. Beautiful breath. Well, let's finish up with Ganesh's Fresh. It's MC Yogi. It's an acquaintance of mine. And he likes to sing about Ganesh in a hip-hop groove, which is not that easy to imitate, but here's a version. Let's see if we can get a groove going maybe with this. Maybe it's just better. Ganesh is so fresh, chilling on his throne, surrounded by incense, fruit, and gold, with a heap of sweets piled in his bowl. He guards the gate and protects the threshold. When you're blessed by Ganesh, then you can travel on a sacred journey to an inner temple. He paves the way that leads to the soul, and he's known for removing all obstacles. Now, some may think it's illogical, a myth, or just philosophical, but Ganesh makes everything possible because elephant power's unstoppable. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, oh. To the God of all wisdom, loved by all children, known for blessing the homes that we live in, to the Lord of all creatures with divine features, inspiring the minds of all true seekers, to the son of Shiva and Parvati, with an elephant's head and a fat belly, with a snake for a belt to hold up his pants. He rides on a mouse and he loves to dance, with a lotus unfolded inside one of his hands, and an axe to attack all ignorance, a broom to remove all hindrance, and a noose to reduce all selfishness. He writes the pages that the sages chant, dropping ancient Vedic science so we can comprehend all the many ways that we can transcend, singing Jai Ganesha, he's the yogi's best friend. I pray to Ganesh to take away the stress and pave the way to a place that's blessed, centered in the chest where the breath is felt. When you're blessed by Ganesh, then the stress can melt. He destroys the knots that confine your thoughts. He dissolves the walls and he breaks the blocks. He unlocks the door to the sacred core, and he guards the gate at the pelvic floor. The benevolent elephant who's super intelligent, the base of the spine, he is the earth element. He's the ruler of the Muladhara chakra. His brother rides a peacock and his name is Skanda, the son of Uma and Parvati. We offer this puja to my homie Ganesh. So if you think Ganesh is super fresh, when I say Jai, you say Ganesh. Jai, Ganesh, Jai, Ganesh, Jai. Namaste. Jai Ganesh. Oh. Enjoying blessings, y'all. Namaste, namaste. Oh. Monday.